Hey, Arcturus here. Today, we're looking at Hagrid's Hut, an unexpected visit from LEGO Harry Potter. This is set 76428 and comes with 896 pieces and gives minifigures for, of course, Hagrid, as well as Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, and Draco Malfoy. This is from that scene in the first movie where Harry, Ron, and Hermione go visit Hagrid and find out he is hatching a dragon egg and then witness the egg hatching. This set also includes a mini Norbert, which is a nice little addition, as well as Fang, Hagrid's dog. So starting off with the outside of the set, and before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe. We have two little additions to the build. We have a small tree stump. We have a small tree stump here, and that is all it is. And then we also have a small patch of pumpkins. So we have one of the molded pumpkin pieces with the little leaf section on top, and then we have just a orange minifigure head with a leaf section on top to show a growing pumpkin, and that's all those two are. I think they make the outside look a little nicer, but I also think it's a little too small of an exterior addition to really add too much to the set. But they come with it anyway, so I'll slide those off to the side. We also get a mini hut for Fang, Hagrid's dog. And here he is, a nice molded piece that does have a stud molded on the back in case you need to add something to him. But other than that, it's just a very nice molded dog. Also have just a simple hut. The pieces on the inside are just smooth. There are no studs there to attach Fang to. So it's just a small hut. Given the size of it, I think the roof looks okay. I think the roof would look better if it was a little more connected on the sides here. But given the size of these pieces, I think it's actually quite nice for the size you're working with. Just a nice flat back. Not a ton of exterior features here. No moss or leaves growing out of it. Just stone walls. I guess Fang did have a doghouse in one of the movies, though I don't recall. Maybe it was the third movie or the second movie. I don't recall it being in the first one, but it has been a little while since I've seen it, so I may need to refresh my memory. So here we have the front of the house. You have a couple little mushrooms growing, some fallen leaves turning color, and then the door, you get a nice door frame that you put together from those ingot pieces and smooth pieces, and then of course the door opens into the interior. We'll move to the roof. You do have one window on this side, and I believe one window on the back there, but it's just a stone building. Some nice texture here from the ingot pieces and the square smooth pieces to kind of give more than just the flat texture of some of the walls to kind of make it visually look a little better, and I think it works very well. Then we have the roof, which makes use of an interesting piece I hadn't seen before. It's this kind of rubbery plastic piece where it bends really easily. This part is hard, but the light gray section isn't. I think it's a little odd of a choice for this, but it does work. So just a odd choice in this case. Take the roof off. There we go. Trying not to pull these off too much. They just attach with those grabber pieces there to the inside, so they do come off a little easily, as you can see. And then these sections just attach by this one piece here and just fold in. I have had some trouble with this new type of piece, new to me at least, not sitting straight. Like they warp a little bit, I think, sideways, but I think it's okay. Like this one doesn't seem to want to sit at maybe it's just sitting at the wrong. Like it kind of tilts a little bit to the side, which is an odd choice. Maybe it bent a little bit, or maybe this isn't in there correctly or something. You also build a nice little chimney here and use this cool little smokestack piece, and this just attaches to a Technic pin there. Nice and easy, although you don't really need to take it off, but just one of these cool smoke things. I don't know if they use these in like the Ninjago sets or one of the spell sets, but they work pretty well. They use a similar piece in the Sanderson Cottage for the purple smoke coming out of the top there. So I think it works very well. just a simple attachment there. Attaches in those sections to those here. Nice and simple. Has a nice shape to it as well. So when we look at the actual Connage, it's quite a small build, but that's fitting for Hagrid's hut. And it does also open up. If I remember which side. Yeah, it's a little, it holds very well. It makes use of this kind of slidey piece and a catch for it to kind of have it stick very well to close. It just makes it a little stiffer to open. And so here we have the full interior, and you could very easily display it like this. There are no bright multicolored pieces here on the bottom that would make it a little difficult, or of course you could display it closed. So in the main section there, we have Hagrid's pink umbrella and recliner, as well as his pantry. And one thing I do like in this set, and they've done it with all the sticker pieces, is that they are inset into this frame and only in the back. So kind of like where the door is, how it's on one side, that's how the sticker attaches here. It kind of makes it look like it's into the cupboard as opposed to just being there on the front. I think it's a nice little touch. I think this yellow piece to kind of show either a drawer or a set of doors with the two studs works very well. You have some more. If you look at it this way, you have those two red sections there that kind of form a cabinet when it's closed and just separate here when it's open. Some Hagrid's knitting as well as a cupboard here and a dragon egg after Norbert has hatched out of it. And one thing you can do is you can take Norbert, take a quick look at him. It's a very nice molded small dragon piece. I think it's very nice. And you can put him inside the egg. There is a stud there to hold him. So they have Norbert coming out of his egg, and you have some knitting there. And here in the back is also, I'm going to take this chair off real quick, is also another one of those printed tile pieces. I believe that's Sir Cadogan, or the Troll Hunter. You do get two of those in this set, and they are supposed to be randomized, so you may not get the exact same two I got, but it also looks like I got Dumbledore. It looks like he has a sock, but it also looks like he has mushrooms coming out of his hat, so it could be somebody else. If you know who that is, please let me know in the comments down below. And here we have a fireplace where he hatched Norbert, as well as a bowl for him to sit in while he was hatching. Some oven mitts here, which are from the first movie as well as a mug, and then a hutch for his keys there, and an axe for cutting wood, as well as that secondary chair. So, and it just closes back up nice and easy, and you can have it all there from the top-down view. There are 4 stickers in the set, but as I mentioned, I think they work really well with how they have them implemented. So they aren't just front and center for stuff that would look a little weird if that was the case. I think, at least. I think it works pretty well. Yes, they're stickers, but, you know, they are well implemented in this set, I believe. And then the roof just slides back on. The roof is a little difficult to remove, but that's because it has all these angled pieces that are with how they're attached, but it isn't too hard. You can just kind of wiggle it up because it's only held by 4 studs, 2 on each side. So nice and easy there. Given the size of the set, I think the roof goes pretty well. It has more gaps than I would like, but it's also a just under 900 piece set. So I can forgive that. To have it be more seamless would be a little more difficult, I think, especially in a set of this size. And it would also have to be a larger footprint on the table as well. So for minifigures, we get 5 of them. And we'll start off with the villain in this case. A young Draco Malfoy, first year. And so Slytherin uniform, the shorter legs, of course. So nice Slytherin badge there, green tie, green cloak, hood at least. And he has a more snarling face as well. So it has a wand. Just a nice little minifigure. Next up we have Hermione with sweater and jacket, as well as the short legs and a secondary face here on the back, as well as that molded hairpiece. And of course, a wand. Here we have Ron with gray pants and a jumper and a smiling face, as well as a more terrified face. And he, of course, has a hairpiece. And then we have Harry in a green jumper and tan legs with some, as well as a terrified face. Or when the dragon is hatching, if you wish to set them up that way. And then finally we have Hagrid with a very large molded hairpiece, as well as a very nice print, I think, of his first year garb with the apron and some molded on pockets. Actually, these are not just printed on, they're actually molded into the plastic. There's, which is quite nice, a very nice touch, as well as two arms, almost minifigure like. Of course, the torso doesn't move at all, and he does use the short legs instead of taller legs. There's no movement of the legs there. It is, just fixed. His arms are a little strange. They actually come separated from him, and you have to put them on, and I actually put them in backwards first, but easy fix. And then he has here his face with some small details. I don't know if you can make them out on the camera, but there are some small facial details in there, and no back printing, which I thought was a little odd, because even with the hairpiece, you can still see the eyes. And for Dumbledore, they'll give him two faces that you can basically not see at all between the beard and hairpiece, but he'll still have the two-sided face print, whereas Hagrid just gets the one, which I thought was a little strange. But so there we have it. That is the Hagrid's hut for Lego Harry Potter. Overall, I think it's a good set. I like the main portion of the build. I think it's very fun and very thematic and fits very well with what the movie gave us. Matches very well. I like the exterior. I like it being open. I overall, I just really like the set. I think it's a very nice set, whether you want to use it as a play set or a display set. I think it works very well. I believe I've also seen it on sale recently at a couple places, Walmart and maybe Amazon and Target. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe I've seen it on sale. I picked this up a while ago. Yeah, the set works pretty well, I think. It has some nice exterior details that add to the main of the hut. I do wish we had gotten a full tree instead of the stump. It's overall, I like the scene from this movie. I remember this movie very fondly. I like the hut. It goes very well. I like the nice little green details on top. To be honest, there's not much I dislike about the set, other than the roof is a little finicky to get off because I'm kind of worried about popping the tiles, the angled pieces off. But other than that, it's a very nice set. And I don't know how this compares to previous Hagrid huts. I don't believe I ever had one when they were coming out. Let me know your thoughts on this set in the comments down below, and I will catch you next week with another video.